Hello, and welcome to another workshop edition of the Van Man Diaries. Today it's Sunday, a very, very lovely Sunday. Beautiful weather, best we've had in a long time. And Corona is still rife. Now, the government have been making all kinds of threats, like, oh, don't go out, don't enjoy the sun, if you misbehave we'll have to impose that you can't do any exercise, you can't go out under any means, da 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 da. Now, we get pretty crap winters here in England, and finally getting some nice weather, yes, it ties in with Corona, but really, I mean, in England you get a nice day, everyone runs for the beach, they run for the parks, they want to be outside, they want to enjoy it, because we get long, wet, horrible winters, and when we get a nice day, I think we all just want to enjoy it. Now, yes, there is Corona out there, yes, people can get ill, yes, the hospitals are overcrowded, but there is an absolute abundance of media telling you the dangers, of social media telling you the dangers. You go into any shop now and they've got posters up telling you the dangers. Everybody knows 2 meters apart, or you'll catch it, and there's no respirators left, there's no spaces in hospitals, if you get really ill you'll die. Couldn't be clearer. If somebody decides that they want to go and sunbathe, if they want to go and have a barbecue, they're well aware. There's no places in hospital, there's no respirators, they might die. If it's my life, I'm perfectly happy to take that chance. If I want to go to the park and I know that I am chancing my life that I might catch this disease and I might end up dying from it, that's my decision. Not the government's decision. The government, why do they fucking care? If there's a war tomorrow, they'll happily send all these fit young men over there to go and get gunned down. They don't give a shit about people's lives. So that makes me question, why do they care about people getting ill and dying from this? Because they don't care if it's in their own interest to get people killed or die for them, that's fine. So the only way I can see it, because ultimately we have too many people anyway, we could do with at least a third, 2/3 of people gone, and then we'd all have a nicer life. However, the problem is, we're in huge debt as a country. As a country we've borrowed a lot of money from foreign countries, from, I don't know, maybe private, maybe could be the Rothschilds, who bloody knows. But anyway, we have a huge national debt. Now that debt will be underwritten by working age people and the money that the government anticipate in getting from tax from them. So the only way I can see that they want everyone to live is the fact that if, for example, a third, 2/3 of the population died, then the collateral that they have guaranteed the loan with won't be there anymore. So the people that have lent them the money will say, well, hang on a minute, you're no longer any good to lend money to. You can't service the loan because you don't have 40,000 working age people paying this much in tax every year. You have, 20 million people, and you don't have the same tax revenues, therefore you're not as creditworthy, therefore we can't lend you money. The only other option is vanity, and they just want to look good in the global stats of the country that had the least casualties. But as far as I'm aware, we're supposed to live in a democracy, not a police state. So surely, with all the information given to the public, they should be able to make their own decision as to whether they want to hide away and go in lockdown, or whether they want to go, you know what, fuck it, I really don't care. If I get ill, I get ill. Maybe I'll get over it, maybe I won't, but ultimately I prefer life didn't change. I just got on with my life and see what happens. And that shouldn't be anyone's business. If somebody wants to throw themselves off a bridge, that's their business. It's not the government's business. So it's made me really annoyed today, hearing these threats that, oh, well, if you don't behave, we'll do this, that and the other. Whose business is it? So apparently now you don't actually have the right to conduct your life under your own common sense, instincts, or lack thereof. You have to now be told whether you're allowed to do something dangerous or not. I mean, I don't know if it's a health and safety thing or what, but I don't know. People, we just need to. If they try and do a lockdown, we need to have a petition. Say, you know what? Fuck it. We don't care. We'd rather just live our lives, carry on. We're all running out of money, and we just can't do this blindly for fucking ever. Because ultimately, it's not even there to try and save lives. It's only there to try and, well, maybe there'll be a few lives saved, but it's there just to try and put the sufferers into groups, so the hospital has a better chance of handling them. They're not trying to stop people getting ill. They're just trying to manage the speed at which people get ill, rather than them all having it at the same time. They want to stagger it into waves. So it's nothing to do with actually like preserving anybody. It's just making sure the NHS can keep up with it. But again, as I said, if people are aware that the NHS won't have a bed for them, they won't have a ventilator for them, that's their own problem. It's their own decision to make. So let them make it. Anyway, that really bugged me this weekend, just that threat and that statement that we can't actually decide for ourselves. So maybe you have some thoughts, maybe I'm being ridiculous, or maybe you completely agree with me and thinking, well, you know what, yes, it is my life, and if I want to throw it away, I will. So, yeah, write in the comment section, tell me what you think, and I'll be back to you very shortly with another video. Good luck all.